What secret does the path hide for transforming weakness into indestructible power? Since ancient times, the souls who have marked history with their decisions have shown that transforming impotence into power is not a gift granted by fate, but the result of determined action, an unrelenting strategy, and a vision that transcends the obvious. Niccolò Machiavelli's teachings stand as a beacon in the darkness, inviting us to discover that every obstacle hides an opportunity and that every setback, however unexpected it may seem, contains the seed of a future victory. The Machiavellian vision is based on the duality between two essential concepts, virtù and fortuna. The former represents the innate ability of the leader to act with boldness, intelligence, and adaptability, a force from within that drives one to overcome barriers and shape destiny with determination. On the other hand, fortuna symbolizes the vicissitudes of fate, those unpredictable circumstances that, in an instant, can change the course of history. Yet, far from being mere whims of chance, these forces intertwine in a complex dance where the individual's boldness, with the right strategy, can tame even the most tumultuous currents. For those who feel trapped in the apparent inertia of impotence, the first step is to understand that weakness is not a permanent condition, but a transitory state in which infinite possibilities are hidden. Transformation begins with the recognition that, despite limitations and fears, power resides in the ability to act. This revelation becomes the starting point of a journey filled with challenges and moments that, when only partially told, invite reflection and maintain interest at every turn. Every action, every decision, becomes a brick in the construction of a leadership that defies adversity. In this sense, virtù is the virtue of determination and strategic intelligence. It is not a passive kindness, but a force that drives one to face the unknown, to make drastic decisions, and to take calculated risks. The leader who cultivates his virtù understands that greatness is forged in the crucible of experience, in the constant learning that can only be achieved by confronting reality without hesitation. It is in this process that every mistake is transformed into a vital lesson and resilience becomes the fuel that ignites transformation. However, the path to power is not based solely on personal action. It also requires the ability to interpret and harness fortuna. Often, luck appears disguised as a crisis, as moments when circumstances seem insurmountable. But it is precisely in these instances that the leader, armed with his virtù, can transform adversity into advantage. The key lies in identifying those hidden opportunities and acting decisively without being paralyzed by fear. Every unexpected turn, every unforeseen event opens the door to the possibility of rewriting the future, turning uncertainty into an ally in the pursuit of power. Transforming impotence into power also demands an exceptional ability to manage the image and perceptions of those around us. Machiavelli emphasizes the importance of projecting an image that inspires respect and, at times, a respectful fear. The duality of appearing generous, just, and compassionate while acting with unyielding firmness is one of the secrets of those leaders who have left an indelible mark on history. The public image stands as a protective shield and, at the same time, as a tool to neutralize adversaries. Every gesture, every word, every carefully measured silence is integrated into a narrative that, although complex, captivates the audience and keeps onlookers on edge. Managing one's public image translates into the construction of a reputation that, although based on appearances, is supported by the effectiveness and solidity of the actions taken. The paradox lies in the need to cultivate an appearance of virtue and benevolence, even when the decisions made are the result of a cold, strategic calculation. In this scenario, credibility becomes as valuable an asset as power itself, since the trust of allies and the fear of enemies are two sides of the same coin. Thus, the ability to manage perception becomes the art of directing the narrative, of transforming every triumph and every setback into episodes of a story that is written in real time and invites the audience to follow every step with anticipation. The process of rising to power is, ultimately, a series of strategic decisions that require constant evaluation of the environment and one's own abilities. Mere ambition is not enough. It is imperative to understand that power is conquered through small acts of courage, through the audacity to break with established norms, and through the tenacity to face challenges without hesitation. Each obstacle becomes a stepping stone that, overcome with the right strategy, leads to a consolidation of leadership evident in the eyes of those who have witnessed the process. It is in the sum of these decisions, in the accumulation of bold acts, that the true essence of power is found. History is replete with examples illustrating how individuals seemingly devoid of resources and influence have managed, through an audacious strategy, to transform weakness into an unstoppable force. These narratives, filled with emotion and passion, show us that transformation is possible as long as one has the will to act. The ability to recognize the potential in every situation, to transform each setback into a lesson and every obstacle into an opportunity, is what differentiates the leader who dares to challenge destiny from the one who resigns to inertia. In this sense, power is not a static state, but a constantly evolving process, where every decision opens the door to new challenges and new questions that invite reflection. The path to greatness resembles a game of chess in which every move is crucial, and where anticipating the opponent's moves becomes a vital skill. Strategy unfolds in every action, in every alliance that is forged, and in every threat that is neutralized. This meticulous work requires a vision that goes beyond the present, an ability to foresee the course of events and to position oneself in the right place at the right time. Thus, the construction of power transforms into a dance of precision in which audacity and prudence intertwine to shape a solid and enduring leadership. One of the key insights that emerge from Machiavellian reflection is the importance of remaining in a constant state of alertness and learning. Personal and political transformation does not occur instantaneously. Rather, it is the result of a continuous process in which every experience, every mistake, and every success are integrated into the formation of a character capable of mastering both fortune and adversity. On this journey, uncertainty becomes the driving force that pushes one to explore new horizons, to challenge established norms, and to always seek the next step, leaving a lingering sense of anticipation that prevents the mind from stagnating. The interaction between the inner world and the external environment is one of the most fascinating aspects of this transformation. Leadership does not reside solely in the ability to influence others, but also in the capacity to master one's own fears and limitations. Courage, understood not as the absence of fear but as the ability to act despite it, becomes the pillar upon which true power is built. Every challenge faced with determination strengthens character and opens up new possibilities for those who refuse to be defined by their circumstances. In this way, power reveals itself as a manifestation of inner strength, a force that expands and, with every action, rewrites one's personal destiny. Mastery in decision-making is another crucial element in transforming powerlessness into power. The leader who aspires to transcend must learn to interpret each situation with precision, to assess the variables at play, and to act with the swiftness demanded by critical moments. Improvisation and adaptation become essential skills, as the environment is in constant flux and every moment presents new challenges. It is in the ability to turn the unforeseen into an advantage that true strength is found, and it is precisely this ability that distinguishes those who dare to challenge conventions and embrace uncertainty with an open mind and a resolute heart. The consolidation of power also requires the building of strategic alliances and the neutralization of threats looming on the horizon. Every bond, every connection established, acts as a shield that protects the leader from the harshness of a hostile environment and, at the same time, serves as a platform from which to project influence. In this sense, politics transforms into a complex network of relationships where mutual trust and respect are as valuable as the ability to act with determination. The art of forging alliances becomes a strategic skill, a way to turn uncertainty into a collective force that drives forward shared projects and visions. The narrative of power is enriched when one understands that every triumph and every setback are part of an evolving story, a story that keeps the audience in a constant state of anticipation. That feeling that there is always something yet to be discovered, that every step opens up new questions, is the driving force behind the pursuit of greatness. History then becomes a canvas on which a path marked by ambition, courage, and the determination to transform every challenge into a victory is drawn. Moments of tension and unanswered questions are not flaws in the narrative but the spark that ignites curiosity and invites listeners to remain attentive to every twist of fate. Power, in its purest form, manifests itself in the ability to influence the will of others, to ignite a flame of hope in the midst of adversity, and to transform uncertainty into a motivating force. The conviction that every action, no matter how small, has the potential to change the course of history becomes the echo that resonates in the hearts of those who seek to leave their mark on the world. This power is not an ephemeral possession but the fruit of a constant construction in which every experience, every dilemma, and every decision intertwine to form a narrative that transcends time. Traversing this path, it becomes evident that personal and political transformation requires an unwavering commitment to change. Powerlessness dissipates in the face of the conviction that destiny is not something that happens to us, but something we can forge with our own hands. One looks toward the future with the certainty that every obstacle is an invitation to reinvent oneself, and every challenge, a call to action. Greatness is achieved in the act of not giving up, in the courage to face the storm, and in the audacity to believe that, deep down, power is a reality that is built day by day. The story of transformation is a celebration of human resilience, an ode to the capacity to reinvent oneself in the face of adversity. It is the perennial reminder that within each of us lies the potential to turn weakness into strength and uncertainty into a promise of change. The history of those who have managed to rise from powerlessness to power is a living testament that true strength is not measured by fear or passivity, but by the determination to act, to take risks, and to believe in the possibility of a different future. Every word, every pause, every sigh before a crucial decision becomes part of a symphony that narrates the internal and external struggle for the conquest of power. This symphony is neither perfect nor linear. It is composed of dissonant notes and unexpected chords, yet it is precisely in that complexity that its beauty and strength reside. It reflects a life in which every mistake is a lesson, every success a confirmation that transformation is possible, and every moment of doubt an opportunity to reaffirm the commitment to change. At the end of this journey along the paths laid out by Machiavelli, a question lingers in the air that invites reflection and, at the same time, becomes a call to action. What steps will you take to transform your limitations into the force that propels you toward a destiny without borders? The answer is neither simple nor found in a predetermined manual. It is the result of a series of bold decisions, the ability to learn from each setback, and the conviction that power is not an end, but a process in constant evolution. This vision of power becomes a legacy that transcends the pages of a treatise or the lessons of a lecture hall. It is a call to view the world with renewed eyes, to find in every situation, no matter how difficult it may seem, the possibility of significant change. Transformation, then, stands as a perpetual promise, an invitation to discover that the key to conquering power lies in the inseparable union of cunning, courage, and the ability to turn every question into an answer that, although not definitive, paves the way for the realization of a greater ideal. The essence of these teachings lies in the idea that power is a construct founded on conscious action, on the strategy deployed at every step, and on the ability to keep those who observe the process in suspense. That tension, this remaining in suspense, felt in every decision, is the element that keeps the fire of ambition alive and invites one to keep exploring new horizons, to continue challenging the established order, and to never settle for what seems immovable. Today, as you listen to these words before, a panorama unfolds in which personal transformation and the conquest of power cease to be mere theoretical concepts and become a tangible experience. A path that each person can follow if they decide to act with the determination to shape their own destiny. History, with its countless twists and its inescapable challenges, becomes the mirror reflecting the possibility of transforming adversity into a force that drives greatness. In short, the journey from powerlessness to power is a passage that demands courage, strategic intelligence, and the unwavering will to transform every obstacle into an opportunity. Machiavelli's teachings, far from being a cold, emotionless manual, reveal themselves as a passionate ode to the human capacity for reinvention and to facing destiny with a determination bordering on heroism. The promise of authentic power rests on the ability to interpret circumstances, to seize chance, and above all, to believe that in every uncertainty lies the seed of a future victory. Thus, in every word, in every pause laden with tension, and in every question left hanging in the air, there is an invitation not to resign oneself to adversity. We are called to be the architects of our own destiny, to transform weakness into strength, and to demonstrate that power, in its truest form, is the manifestation of a spirit that refuses to accept inertia. May these words serve as an echo to remind us that every challenge, every uncertainty, is one more step on the path leading to greatness. What steps will you take, then, when you face moments when destiny seems relentless? The answer lies in the sum of small actions, in the boldness to transform each setback into a stepping stone toward what you desire. Greatness is not the product of chance, but of a commitment to an ideal that is renewed every moment, of the will to move forward despite difficulties, and of the ability to keep those who follow you engaged, creating in every action a legacy that transcends time. Each one of us holds the key to open the doors of a future brimming with possibilities. The history of those who have managed to transform powerlessness into indestructible power teaches us that, in the end, the true secret lies in the union of boldness, strategy, and unwavering faith in the ability to change the world. And it is in that faith, in that determination to act with the conviction that every moment is decisive, where the power to transform not only one's own life but history itself is hidden. With every word spoken, with every idea ignited in the minds of those who listen, a window opens to a world in which transformation is possible, in which inner strength is revealed, and in which uncertainty becomes the engine that propels the conquest of destiny forward. As this narrative draws to a close, an invitation lingers in the air to keep exploring, to continue questioning, and to never lose hope that in every decisive action lies the possibility of forging a power that transcends limitations and illuminates the path to a future without borders. Every question left hanging in the air, every moment of suspense, is a call to action, an invitation to keep discovering the secrets hidden in the art of governing one's own destiny. And so, as the echo of these words resonates in the classroom, the certainty is kindled in the heart of every listener that power, in its most authentic form, is not a privilege reserved for a few but the result of the determination and boldness of those who dare to transform uncertainty into an unstoppable force. What steps will you take to transform your limitations into the strength that leads you to a destiny without limits? The answer, hidden between every word and every silence laden with meaning, is written in the history of those who have learned to master both fortune and adversity. And in that constant quest for greatness, every decision, every action, becomes the key that opens the doors to a future full of possibilities, in which the transformation of powerlessness into genuine power is revealed as the ultimate achievement of a spirit that refuses to be defeated. In this vibrant and passionate narrative, the fundamental message is clear. Personal transformation and the conquest of power are matters of will, strategy, and the ceaseless desire to overcome one's own limits. May every word spoken, every idea planted in the hearts of those who listen, mark the beginning of an extraordinary journey toward the realization of an ideal that knows no borders and ultimately stands as the true triumph of the human spirit.